Growing up in America in the late 70s, early 80s, it wasn't a lot of channels on TV. Cable was a pure luxury. Maybe one person in your whole family will have cable. And these movies that came on TV was a way to escape the normal reality. As a black man in America and kind of feeling the oppression of poverty, I didn't think that that kind of story existed anywhere else. It was beyond the kung fu and beyond the fantasy of it. It was something about the reality of the situation that struck me. And that caused me to go down to Chinatown and start buying kung fu books and kung fu history and Chinese history. That, gave me a different kind of energy and speculation, artistically, emotionally, socially, everything. It just kind of opened my head up. So when you watch a film, they say a picture could say 1,000 words, but a film is 30 frames per second. There's no telling what your mind or your subconscious is going to see, regurgitate, digest, and spit back out. To think when I'm watching this film, back in 1981 maybe, that within 20 years, I would go to Shaolin Temple myself, walk through those same halls, and walk through those chambers. You couldn't imagine that back then, but my heart and my imagination pushed that desire, and it came to reality. I recorded 36 Chambers. I started at the age of 23 recording that album. And you couldn't tell me nothing, all right? Seriously. And we felt like we could take over the whole world. This is how we felt. And when I was making the music, I felt like a kung fu master. I felt, like I was invincible. And nobody could tell me that it wasn't going to work. We kind of bogarted our way, you know what I mean? Now, there's something good about that, because some things can't be contained. It must be expressed. And for Wu-Tang Clan, you're looking at 9 individuals who had to come up for air. It was either swim or drown. It was a daily struggle to even stay alive. And I think that's something that Wu-Tang also brought to the hip-hop generation, was like, okay, this is not a guy who went to John Jay's, or this is, think about Salt and Pepper or Run DMC, who are great, super great, and they are our predecessors, but they, to us, they had a better life, you know what I mean? And so, we just came with that raw street hunger. But one thing Dirty used to say to me, he's like, yo, they gonna love it because you giving them something they ain't never had before. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right about that, son. You know what I mean?